Here from the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, Ed, I got the really good stuff on today. I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. Utah controls the tap. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Michael Beasley with the block. Sexton. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Russell. Here comes the screen. Russell to Davis. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Colin Sexton. 5 to shoot for Utah. Sexton. For 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. James into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Russell. Beasley to Davis. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Utah ball. To Chris Dunn. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Chris Dunn. Beasley to James. D'Angelo Russell. His first effort off the mark. Sexton to the rim. Flushes down the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To James. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for 2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Jazz have the ball. Pass to the rim. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
To James. LeBron James. 2 for 2. That's what you want. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Hassan Whiteside. LeBron into the front court. The lead is 2. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
To Beasley. They'll get it down to Davis. Anthony Davis missed his first. That one goes.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. He hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Los Angeles, they have it. Bradley to Davis. Bradley, and he hits.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Whiteside. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock, trying to cash in. How do you
The
stop
2023
that?
NBA in-season tournament Game 1-4 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOATS International Sports Showdown 2023.
Davis to James. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Whiteside clears the board. Utah with the possession to Colin Sexton. Probing the defense to Chris Dunn. Avery.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
The 2023 NBA in-season tournament Game 1-4 matchup is now live streaming on GOATS International Sports Showdown 2023.
Has a chance and hits off a killer step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Down by 1. To Beasley. Gets it in the left corner. From long range. Oh, that's how it's done.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Screen coming. To Markkanen. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Tie ball game so far. Neither one of these teams really able to pull ahead. Might be time to put the bench players in the game and let's see who could differentiate themselves.
To Beasley. Fires the 3. Beasley forced that one. Defense
Game
was right
1-4
there.
Utah
Great
Jazz
contest by the D,
3-1-1
but I
Los
wanna see the
Angeles
coaching
Lakers
staff call the same exact
1-0-3.
play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Sexton to Markkanen. Oh, had him going there for a second. That's rebounded by Beasley. Bradley to Beasley. Has a look. And he hits.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Spinning shot won't fall. To Beasley. Knocked loose. Here comes the screen.
Game 1-4 Portland Trail Blazers 1-0-7 Phoenix Suns 1-2-0 final.
4-3 and drains it.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
To Colin Sexton. Grayson Allen. Stuffs it down with authority.
Absolute stud, just flexing on them on both the defensive and offensive end. I don't know if we should call him the young bull anymore. He's maturing right in front of our eyes.
To Bradley. Fires the three. No good. That's great defense.
Just because you're an
Game
elite
1
shooter
for
doesn't mean
Indiana
you need to
Pacers
shoot the ball every
157
possession.
Atlanta Hawks
Maybe give a half-fake
152
crack into
final.
the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Markkanen. 5 to shoot for Utah. To Colin Sexton. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill and you still knocked it down.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 8, Jordan Clarkson. Entering the game,
Bradley.
the Lakers. Number 10,
Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
It's Jazz ball.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Gasol.
Game 1 for Cleveland Cavaliers 122 Philadelphia 76ers
Lauri Markkanen
119
pins
final.
it.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Allen. Clarkson. To Markkanen. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Short jumper won't go down.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Clarkson with the basketball. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Grayson Allen. Works it. Lets it fly from long range. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Clarkson with the basketball. Leads a bucket. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That ends the first quarter. The Jazz out in front. Second quarter is set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. And he drains it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Stanley Johnson. Clarkson. To Markkanen. Has a chance with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Bradley. Short jumper misses. To Stanley Johnson. Clarkson. 5 to shoot for Utah. Beyond the arc for 3. Not done yet. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Seconds to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Stanley Johnson. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Lakers at the controls right now. Bradley to Gasol. Here comes the screen. Bradley. Sizing up the defense. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Has a look. And draws the foul.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
He makes them both. Whiteside to Clarkson. Short jumper off the mark. To Bradley. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Bradley. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. To Clarkson. The drive. Right to the basket. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
You know, he may not show up in your feed all the time with the crazy highlights, but he's one of the most underrated creative shot makers we have in this game.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
And he converts on the free throw. Time to shuffle things up. Davis to James. Markkanen. Off the mark. Bradley. Thabo Cephalosha tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
LeBron James, 3 for 3 in this first half.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And he buries it.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Bradley to James. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Screen coming. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound taken in by Utah. Johnson. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Avery Bradley swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Terrific vision. James. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Markkanen. Down to 5 on the 24. And the rebound taken in by Davis. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
It's James controlling the offense. To Russell. Here's LeBron for 2. LeBron James. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Shot by Dunn, no good. LeBron into the front court, trailing by 4. Gets it in the left corner. Baseline drive. LeBron James. He's now 5 for 6.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Markkanen to Chris Dunn. To Markkanen. Sexton. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. For 3, tough shot for Markkanen. No good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Russell to Davis. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Chris Dunn. Sexton. Able to convert inside. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Russell to Beasley. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Sexton to Chris Dunn. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The assist from number 20, Anthony Davis.
Sexton to Whiteside. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Russell into the front court. Now down 6. To Beasley. John Collins with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Johnson to Colin Sexton. D'Angelo Russell able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Davis to James. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Davis. From long range. That no good, off the mark. To Chris Dunn. Sexton to Chris Dunn. 5 to shoot for Utah. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Beasley to Russell. From the painted area, won't go down. To Colin Sexton. Whiteside to Chris Dunn. He connects off the step back.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Lakers ball. Beasley to Davis. A drive, but he can't get it to go. To Stanley Johnson. Dunn. To Whiteside. Shot clock winding down. Whiteside. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go. From beyond half court, gets it to go. From long distance, a fitting capper to the end of the first half. Time expires to end the first half. Jazz had the lead.
Guys, let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Jazz entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Utah Jazz, the Lakers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Lakers were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Markkanen really showed off his court vision in the first half. When he's able to get the ball moving like that, his team can be tough to stop.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Down low for Davis. Anthony Davis. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Dunn to Clarkson. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Clarkson to Whiteside. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. 4-3. That's what you like to see. Dunn. It was well defended. Finds a way to hit the 3.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
To Beasley. To James. Has a chance. LeBron, not that time.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Hassan Whiteside. He's now 4 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. James to Russell. Utah's got it. Dunn. To Whiteside. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Davis to Beasley. To Davis. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Clarkson. Whiteside. Five to shoot for Utah. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron with it up top. His guys down 11.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Pulled down by Whiteside. To Clarkson. D'Angelo Russell snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Anthony Davis. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better. Utah ball.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
To Chris Dunn. Takes stock of the floor. Dunn to Clarkson. Fires the 3. Jordan Clarkson hounded. Shot off the mark. To Beasley. They go down to Davis. He throws it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Stanley Johnson. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
John Collins. He's got 2 shots coming. 71% for his career. First one, count it.
Jazz, number 22, Thomas.
And gets both to drop at the line. Russell with it up top. His guys down by 9. Beasley to Davis. Hassan Whiteside sends it away.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Russell. And the finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Chris Dunn. Whiteside. Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
To Bradley. Hassan Whiteside. Huge block. They'll recover. 4 to shoot. Not giving up on that play. The result, a tie-up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. James. Davis. Add 2 points to the board.
The versatility of Anthony Davis makes him one of the most special players in the league today. He can score on you with his back to the basket, but if you also leave him open on the perimeter, he's going to knock that down with ease.
Dunn to Colin Sexton. Nothing going here on that drive. From the outside, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
James to Bradley. Here comes the screen. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Bradley buries it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
Driving right to the basket. Anthony Davis sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
James to Bradley. Fine to shoot. Bradley. Textbook defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Chris Dunn. Five on the shot clock. Shot for Collins, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle.
Thabo Sefolosha with the block. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 32. Into the game for the Utah Jazz. Number 24.
To Colin Sexton. Gets to the basket and scores.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Gasol. Knocked loose. Jazz have it. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Gasol to Beasley. John Collins rejects it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him.
Comes the screen. Whiteside guarded by Powell. Jumper's good.
Can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
To Whiteside. Good look that time, but off the mark. It's Cook with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. To Beasley. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. Beasley's shot won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Los Angeles, they have it. Beasley to Bradley. Nothing going here on that drive. Runner here won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Screen coming. Sefolosha up against Cook. Goes to the left side. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Beasley. Avery Bradley, now 4 for 9.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Jazz have the ball. Whiteside to Colin Sexton. Surveys the floor. To Allen. Avery Bradley pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Gasol. Cleaning the offensive glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 43, Ersan Ilyasova. Subbing in,
Clarkson to Whiteside.
number 51, Torian Prince.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and the Lakers have the rebound. Whiteside in a matchup with Quinn Cook. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Gasol. Third quarter comes to an end. The Jazz out in front. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Davis to Russell. Going to launch beyond the arc. D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one. Clarkson with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. To Markkanen. Has a chance, and he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Screen coming. Bradley to James. His team leads it by 10. To Markkanen. Clarkson. Has a look. With the step back.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Across the timeline comes James. The deficit now up to 12. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. James to Russell. To Davis, down low. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Russell. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. He's 3 for 7.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Markkanen. Beasley. To Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. Hassan Whiteside tips it. Utah with the possession. To Markkanen. Missed it. How'd that not go down? To Russell. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
To Whiteside. And look out.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
D'Angelo Russell, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Knocks down the first.
Entering the game for LA, number 32.
2 for 2 on that trip. To Whiteside. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Taking advantage of the turnover.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken by Gasol. Beasley to Russell. Over to the right side to Beasley. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Russell. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passes.
To Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Down for Collins. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Hey, lock up.
To Whiteside. Deep left corner. Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the left corner. For 3, that's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
The assist from number 51, Taurean Prince.
Sexton. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Russell to James. It's Jazz ball. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Russell into the front court. Down 12. Beasley to Russell. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Cephalosha, defended by Quinn Cook. Second effort, and a putback slam.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
To Russell. James, a pass, down low to Beasley. From the painted area, won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down. Here's a chance from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. Davis to James. Curling inside. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Michael Beasley at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 76% from the line. First try, no good.
Number 0, Avery Bradley.
Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Utah's got it. Probing the defense. To Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot from long range. And knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Sexton to Whiteside and throws it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme, whoa, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Beasley to Russell. Down to 5 on the 24. D'Angelo Russell. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Fires the three. Had made his first three, but that shot off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To James. Davis goes to the left side. To Russell. Nice pass to set things up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Sexton to Whiteside. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock to Colin Sexton. 4-3. Like the toughness, but Colin Sexton off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Hey, switch, I got
him. To Chris Dunn. 5 to shoot for Utah. To Whiteside. Trying to cash in. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. Footer at the buzzer. It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Jazz got themselves a win here today. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Utah Jazz, the Lakers couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Utah Jazz did their best work away from the basket. They used a combination of perimeter defense and long-range scoring to get themselves the win.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We had picked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.